Every heartbeat and breath traces back to a shared matrilineal ancestor. Mitochondrial Eve represents our biological continuity, a lineage of replication connecting humanity today. For millennia, we asked where we came from, but as we face the realities of ecological collapse and planetary-scale disruptions, the question has shifted. We are now forced to ask how we continue. Earth is a cradle we will eventually have to leave, yet the void beyond our atmosphere is lethal. We could not risk the transition to worlds like Mars without first knowing if human biology could even function in the vacuum. To find the answer, scientists looked to Henrietta Lacks. Her HeLa cells became the first biological pathfinders sent into orbit to test the limits of human life in space. In the isolation of orbit, these cells adapted. They bypassed cellular aging, repaired themselves against cosmic radiation, and changed growth patterns in microgravity. Mitochondrial Eve first anchored human life to Earth. Henrietta Lacks' cells became the first human-derived system to cross into space and return data, proving that our biology can function in a vacuum. A mission to Mars functions as a metabolic body. Every mechanical component serves as a synthetic organ, keeping biological life stable in deep space. The first barrier is the environment. Mars is a dead world with no organic soil. To survive there, we must rebuild a functioning ecosystem from scratch. Decades before spaceflight, George Washington Carver solved this problem in the American South. He moved past the single crop model to develop a system of soil restoration using nitrogen-fixing legumes and root crops. Carver's nitrogen cycling translates to modern bioregenerative life support systems. Space agencies use this exact model to transform waste into resources, growing crops in sterile environments. On Mars, this closed-loop system uses plant biology to create usable soil chemistry and steady oxygen. The heart of this system is power. Former NASA engineer Lonnie Johnson developed thermoelectric energy systems that convert heat into electricity, a critical requirement for deep space missions where solar energy is insufficient. Stable power and regenerative agriculture are the baseline. Without them, the habitat fails, and the biological mission cannot begin. If energy is the heart, life support provides the lungs. Camille Warvortraline engineers the systems that maintain a breathable environment inside the ship. Her work on environmental control and life support systems allows the crew to recycle water from waste and scrub carbon dioxide from the air, maintaining a safe, Earth-like pressure in the vacuum. The mission's navigation relies on Gladys West's spatial mathematics, while James West and Shirley Ann Jackson engineered the telecommunications backbone required to sync data across millions of miles. At these distances, precision is the only thing preventing total mission failure. Their work enables the precise orbital calculations and the exact landing accuracy that are absolutely necessary for a safe arrival. Garrett Morgan developed the early safety frameworks for breathing in hazardous environments. Today, those principles influence modern protective gear, while Alexander Miles and Otis Boykin's work supports the internal infrastructure and electronic stability. These combined systems function as the skin and skeletal structure of the mission, shielding the crew from a hostile environment that would otherwise destroy them. Remove any of these organs, like the power or the air or the navigation, and the system collapses. The mission relies on this specific interconnected anatomy. With the engineering of the spacecraft established, the final focus is the survival of the human bodies inside. Dr. Charles Drew's work in blood preservation provides a critical medical backup for crews isolated from Earth, where resupply and traditional hospital access are impossible. Astronauts Mae Jemison and Ronald McNair bridged the final gap, studying exactly how cells and materials respond to the stresses of microgravity. From the first cells sent into orbit to the regenerative systems designed for Mars, the transition to the stars rely on this black blueprint, a system built by minds that saw the horizon and engineered a way beyond it. We are not leaving Earth to escape our history. We are utilizing this living blueprint to continue a story that began with a single cell, positioning humanity as the next authors of survival.